Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another episode in our lovely, cozy forever world. If you are here, I hope you're ready to sleep. If you're here to study and leave me on in the background, or maybe you just like to play some games with me on the side, then go right on and put me there. And let's get started, shall we? I do hope you're cozy and settled in as we perch up and look upon our beautiful lake. Got a lot of rain this morning, as all of our little animal friends are swimming around in the lake having fun. A school of fish over there. We've got some squids. Let's go and say hi to Dreamy and Lily before we get started. For this video, I'm not too sure what we've got planned at the moment. In our last video, I believe we had started enchanting down here in this cozy little, let's say, man cave that we've built. And that's right, I was trying to get a looting 2 sword to get more leather so that I could build some more bookshelves. We'll probably continue with that in this episode. But before we get started, and while you get settled in, nice and comfortable in your bed or in your chair ready to study, let's say hi. Hello, Lily. How are you, darling? Would you like some fish? And Dreamy, how are you doing, Dreamy? You're looking after Lily, I hope. Oh, just as I've said that, he's gone next to Lily. So we're going to give Lily a raw fish, a nice raw cod, because she's probably very hungry. There you go, darling. Love the purring sounds. And now we're going to go and visit Oopsie and Daisy. In the last episode, we also found some lovely mushrooms that you can see we've put down. They're called glow shrooms, actually, which is quite apt. They do glow, and they are mushrooms. Let's head over our bridge and go and say hi to Oopsie and Daisy. Maybe just have a little gander through the garden where all the crops and stuff are. A lot of tomatoes here. Collect a few of these. Maybe some sugar cane. How do we do that? We just left it. There we go. Got a bunch of flax as well. Some wheat. Hello. You guys are very loud this morning, aren't you? Hello, Oopsie. I saw you eat some food. You must be hungry too, darling. And Daisy. Hello, Daisy. Daisy is the first companion we ever had. So I have a very strong attachment to Daisy. And they look very suspicious today, don't they? What have you done, Daisy? You guys are hiding something again, aren't you? She's like, I'm not doing anything wrong. What are you talking about? You two play nice, okay? So we're gonna head... Hello. As usual, Chuck the turtle has come and said hi as well in this episode. Chuck makes an appearance in almost every single episode we have in our forever world. I wonder what Chuck eats and if we can actually feed him. Anyway, hello Chuck. We're going to head back towards the enchanting table. And I think it looks like we need some levels. Because we need to get to level 30. So what I found in the last video. And you'll have to bear with me because I am new to a lot of stuff on Minecraft. What I found in the last video is that this diamond sword, we can get looting too, but we actually have to have a level of 30. And that level is on the bottom of the screen there where it says 25 in green. If that level reaches 30, we can actually apply that looting 2 enchantment to the sword. And the reason we're looking for looting is because looting actually allows you to harvest more, let's say, materials or resources from things that you collect out in the world. Mainly, killing things like cows and sheep and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, we are normally pretty passive. But sometimes, unfortunately, we do need to to gather some materials, and there are certain things that only drop certain things. So we're going to get a sign because it's time for us to honor a new dreamer under our lagoon here. Now we're going to put this person on top of the furnace here. And this person's name is Blue. Lovely, short and sweet name. Welcome to the Dreamer's Lagoon, Blue. And Blue left a lovely comment, and a very simple one. And it just says, I mean, how can I even sleep without this stuff? So I read this comment and I thought to myself, hey, people actually, I'm at a loss for words. I can't speak today. This actually helps people sleep. So thank you very much, Blue, for your lovely comment. And welcome to our lagoon. So we're going to, I forgot to put all these crops back in the chest at the garden, but that's okay. We can put some of it back in here for now. It seems I've got a few fish still. Oh, that's right. We cooked some fish in the last episode. Raw catfish. Wow. Let's see if Lily will eat the raw catfish. Hey, Lily. You close this door because sometimes, no, it doesn't look like she wants the catfish. In the past, every time I've opened this little pen here, Dreamy's made her run for it, so we need to be a bit careful with these doors. Now, we're going to see how when you enchant things, it gives you a lot of experience on the bottom there. Sorry, not enchant, smelt. So we're going to smelt a bunch of stuff that we have, whatever we can, really. And we'll see where that lands us in terms of experience. And then after that, we can begin to get more experience if needed. So we're going to smelt the rest of that. What we've smelted before in this chest. And of course we have our sign and our wood on us. I'm happy to keep some wood on me because you never know when you'll need to build stuff. To run away from things or get out of certain situations. And how about while all of this smelts we do a bit of fishing. I'm going to need to make a fishing rod. Just type in rod. We need 3 sticks and 2 string. So we've got a bit of string. Not in here. We'll need to find the string. We do. See, I always miss the string. And if you are, I was going to say a long time viewer on this channel, but we haven't really had this channel for a very long time. But if you have been watching for a few episodes, you'll know that I had a big issue with the fishing rod and the sticks before. And I was getting bullied for that. But it's good to know that I've learnt my lesson with the string, because I was struggling to find the string last time. And I've double checked it this time. So while our materials smelt in the furnace, let's do a little bit of fishing. And we can sort of relax together here for a little bit while you're getting nice and comfy. Hopefully your eyes are starting to drift now, and you're ready to sleep. There we go. And I hope you've had a lovely day today. I've been very busy lately, editing so many different things for you. We do have a lot on the way. It's very good to be busy, don't you think? It keeps your mind occupied, it keeps you from overthinking. I'd like to overthink a lot. I say I like to, I don't really like to overthink a lot, it just happens. I overthink a lot, and it's very nice to just be able to keep yourself busy with something and just, not worry about things while you're doing so. I've been wanting to get into archery lately. Archery is one of those things. I was listening to a podcast. I can't remember who it was. I was listening to a podcast and the speaker was saying there are a few things that you can do that kind of require complete focus. And archery is one of them. And so I like to think about learning. When I think about learning new things or, new tasks, I do love learning new things. I like it when the thing that I'm learning takes all of my focus. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Because that way I'm not only completely engulfed in it, because I do hyper-focus on things. I want to get the best out of it when I learn something new. It kind of consumes me when I learn something new, is what I'm trying to say. And so if archery requires a lot of focus, and I imagine it would, because you need to think about so many variables. Just off the top of my head, I'm thinking, you've got to think about the distance to the target, the way you pull the string back, your breathing, the wind. There's so many things that you probably need to keep in mind when you're doing archery. And so it'll definitely be able to clear my head. And if there are some of you watching who have done archery in the past, then please leave a comment below and tell me what you think of archery. And if you have gained that kind of complete focus from archery where it's actually cleared your head from other matters. See, for me that's normally swimming. When I'm swimming, I'm focused on my form and my technique. So I'm looking for something else that might be able to give me that, that satisfy that desire of mine. You can see all the lovely little lanterns and torches that we've put down in the distance. They look very cozy, don't they? I hope you have settled in now. I hope you're nice and comfortable. And if you're struggling to sleep, and believe me, I know how that feels. If you are struggling to sleep, I'd like you to gently close your eyes, focus on the sound of the rain and my voice. And I know you probably have so many thoughts in your head, because when I can't sleep, it's due to thoughts, mainly. I know you have all these thoughts in your head, but I just want you to think to yourself. In 5 years' time, in 2 years' time even, all of these thoughts in your head, they're not going to really matter. You're either going to have new thoughts, or all of these problems are going to be gone by then. So just think about how life is continuously moving forward. And think about the fact that the problems we have right now won't be the same problems we'll have in the future. I like to take comfort in that thought. Sometimes when I'm lying down and I'm just constantly thinking of my problems or things that are happening in my life that I wish weren't happening, I just like to think, hey, in 5 years' time, is this really going to be a problem? And 99% of the time, the answer is no. And I find a lot of comfort in that thought. And I hope that you can as well. I hope that my saying that brings you a little bit of comfort. We read Reddit stories the other day. I say the other day, but maybe, a few weeks ago together. And those Reddit stories, you can kind of see how many problems everybody really has in their lives. Nobody is problemless in a sense. There is no life that's easy. And we're all in this together at the end of the day. We need to help each other out as much as we can. And I hope that this video helps you in whatever way it can. Mainly to sleep, hopefully. Or maybe it just brings you a little bit of peace and a little bit of companionship. And I hope that it does. And I want you to know that you're not alone in anything that you do. I will always be here for you, and I will always be one comment away from a conversation. I've even been thinking of starting a Discord channel for us so that we can communicate a bit better through there, where I can get your opinion on things or even just have conversations with my community. I'd love to be doing that. I just need to find a good template for that and then find out how to actually connect that with you guys. Probably put a link somewhere or something like that. Let me know if that sounds like a good idea. You You will always be able to talk to me through the comments on my videos, of course. And I don't want you to feel like there's anything you can't say. Whether it's feedback, whether it's, a nice comment, or maybe I've said something you don't agree with, and that's completely fine. We don't have to agree on everything. In fact, we probably won't, because everybody's different. That's what makes us unique and lovely. But please leave a comment, whatever it might be. I love and I always read every single comment that I read. I normally just love reading comments. So. Caught quite a few fish, haven't we? Look at us go. 13 cod. Looks like there's a lot more cod in this lake than there is salmon or pufferfish. And while we were fishing, I did think it became daytime because it was a lot darker at the beginning. But I'm assuming that by now, all of the iron that we put to smelt has been smelted. Never mind, it's still cooking up. So almost level 28 now, just on the edge of it. And I don't know too much about how to get XP, if I'm being honest. Some gold. But I think we're doing a pretty good job. We're almost level 28 now, and once we get to level 28, we can then, all we really have to do to get XP is just mine a little bit. And once we get to level 30, we will be able to enchant our sword. There we go, level 28. I'll put all of the fish back next to Lily. More salmon. There you go, Lily. I'm going to close this, and I wonder if we can enchant the fishing rod. Is that a thing? I'm going to take the sword out because it's got that looting too. I rolled quite a few times to get that looting too, and I'm not sure if I take the sword out, and this is where I get into the details because I love the small details and everything in life. But I'm just wondering, if I take this sword out of here, chuck it in my inventory, and then throw it back in, will it retain that looting too? And I don't think it will. I'm hoping that one of you can please correct me or, inform me of what happens if you do that. But I'm going to not risk it because we have been waiting a long time for that sword. Waystones, I forgot about that. We found that one in the, I think we found that one over there when we went for some wood a while ago. I'm looking for some recipes or, some food of some sort. Search to view recipes. Just, I don't know, like cabbages or something. Cabbage crates, that sounds kind of fun. I want to make a few things with all of these crops that we've gathered, some decorations and stuff like that for our lovely little world. Because we do have a chest that's almost full of, tomatoes and cabbages and seeds and melons and all this stuff. Chickens. What else have we got? Those beetroots. Let's see if we can actually make. There we go, see a beetroot crate. And what does that do there? Oh, we can change what it looks like too. That's awesome. Make 2 of those. Oh, this just turns into a normal melon by the looks of it. I wonder if there's anything else we can do with these melons. It'll take a bit of time looking through all the different recipes and tomato crate. And I kind of love playing around with these little craftable things like this. Because cabbage. I love decorating and I love exploring and finding new recipes and stuff to craft like that. So, cabbage wrapped Elder Guardian. That sounds a little bit disgusting, if I'm being honest. Cabbage rolls. Oglen sausage, raw venison, raw meat. What about tomatoes? Can we do anything with tomatoes? Tomato. Rotten tomato. We can make tomato sauce. Just 2 tomatoes in a... Ah, this looks like a cooking pot. Have we got a cooking pot? Well, maybe we should make a cooking pot. Alright, we can make this. Oh, we need bricks. Okay. Have we got bricks? Brick. Just looking through all the different recipes. It doesn't help that when you type in brick, there's like 10 pages of different things, and I'm just looking for this one little brick here. Okay, so we can smelt a clay ball to make a brick. Let's have a look if we've got those things. Oh, and I think we needed a bucket of water. Let's see if we've got a bucket of water anywhere. Not in here. We definitely would have a bucket of water somewhere. If memory serves me correctly, my memory, there's a bucket of water in the chest next to the stairs that go down into our little man cave. So let's have a look in there. This one here. Here we go, the moment of truth, everybody. Look at that. Go Egush. Well done. I'm a little bit proud of myself for that one, I'll be honest. Now, to make a cooking pot, we needed bricks, a bucket of water. So bricks, ingots, a bucket of water, and a shovel. Okay. Shovel seems pretty easy to make. We just need some sticks, which we should all have downstairs. While we're here, let's find the bricks that we had. Oh, it doesn't look like I have any clay. That's sad, isn't it? Clay. Where can we find clay? Interesting. We'll find some clay somewhere, I'm sure of it. There are probably areas where it's like, you know, clay quarries or like a clay field. And you can mine all the clay from there. Oh, look at that. We found some clay. After all. Some weird stuff in this chest is diamonds and iron, gold. Let's take a few sticks. Some sticks up here, I believe. Take a few sticks. I'm very bad with, I keep procrastinating. I keep telling myself that I'm going to sort all of my chests out, and I just don't do it. That's my one weakness on Minecraft, is the chests. So I think if we smelt these clay balls, I'll just double check. Clay. Oops, not clay, clay. Clay. Uncrafting. Yeah, hang on. Brick. Oh no, if we type in cooking pot and then brick. Yep, so if we smelt a clay ball, it'll become a clay. There we go. That one I smelt all of them. A brick, sorry. Did I say clay? Hello, Chuck. What are you doing here? A little friend has come to pay us another visit. I think he finds our garden very cozy because he's just always roaming around here. How are you doing? His eyes are always bloodshot. I'm a little bit worried about him. My grandfather's eyes are always bloodshot and he's got diabetes. Might have something to do with your blood sugar or something. You okay, little dude? I'd give you an insulin shot, but, you know, I don't think I've got any insulin on me. Sorry. We always have to monitor my granddad's insulin levels because sometimes he'll eat food and he has to actually, it's kind of crazy with diabetes. And I'm not saying this, you know, I'm just saying this to draw a little bit of attention to how much work goes into taking care of diabetes. He has to monitor his glucose levels after every single meal because everything that you eat raises your blood sugar. It's actually crazy. And if you don't measure it correctly and you don't give the right amount of insulin, then he could literally pass out. It's scary because it has happened before. So I just want to Just a little bit of awareness to that issue. I just saw his bloodshot eyes and I got worried. We got some bricks. There's some water. We're missing the shovel. Let's make a shovel real quick. I really don't have any wood, do I? What am I saying? I've got these planks on me. So, a shovel. There we go. So the bricks, the water, and the iron ingots we'll need for the cooking pot. There we go. Sorry, take those ones. Here we are. Now, here we go. 2 bricks, a shovel, water, and there we go. A cooking pot. Now, the cooking pot will probably put upstairs, if I'm being honest, in our treehouse. Let's go up into our treehouse. I still need to make a better staircase. Into our lovely little living quarters over here. And let's put this cooking pot down somewhere around here. Where can we put it? Maybe... We need like a food area, don't we? Where we can kind of just like... all that food. Maybe instead of this actually, let's go into the chest area, or the storage area. Which will be down here. Yeah, here we are. Let's put it here for now. Right there. And now with this cooking pot, I'm sure we can find some recipes. Professions, what's this? Delight chef. How do we check all the recipes? Here we go. So we can actually make cabbage rolls, tomato sauce, beetroot soup. We need something to fuel the fire. Needs heat from below. Oh, we're meant to put a fire underneath this. Alrighty, in that case we probably can't put the cooking pot where all the wood is. We'll probably need to build it its own little area. So we'll leave the cooking pot for now. We'll leave it down here in the cave. There we go. And I'll put down some of these cabbage crates and stuff like that. One over here. Beetroot crate we can put down in this corner somewhere. Actually, maybe here. There we go. If you're wondering why I've chosen to put these crates all around here, just because I like adding a little bit of colour to the area. And I think that these kind of suit that perfectly. Maybe put this one next to the cabbage crate at the back here. That's it. Another cabbage crate we'll put up here in the garden. There we go. And another beetroot crate. There we are. Lovely. See how it adds a little bit of colour? It looks quite nice. Don't go into the fire. Chuck. Please be very careful of the fire. I know you're sick, but this is not the way to go, okay? You can always take care of yourself and heal. Good boy. I get so worried with animals going near dangerous things. Okay, let's chuck all of this stuff, the valuable stuff, back in here. And it looks like we're going to have to do a little bit of mining so that we can reach level 30. It's in there. All of our vegetables we'll go and put back in the crate over there. In the chest, I should say, not crate. I think, my friends, that we are almost ready to put our world on easy mode instead of peaceful. Because we've actually started to... There's a lot of lighting all around these areas. I'm not worried about mob spawning here. But I do want to start grinding a little bit more experience so we can have a bit more fun enchanting and stuff together. So I might, not in this episode, But in one of the next episodes, I might increase the difficulty just to easy mode. We'll see how we go with that. I might do some testing. But I'm kind of really enjoying this new enchanting part of the world, where we've started enchanting our tools and stuff, and I kind of want to get into all the cool little things of Minecraft. I want to experience it fully. And I want to experience that in a way where it doesn't affect you in any way whatsoever. So if you are trying to sleep, I'm going to make sure that you can't hear any of the mob noises or anything like that if we are fighting them. But I won't do anything that disrupts our peace together. And if I do feel like it disrupts our peace in any way whatsoever, I will turn it back to peaceful. You have my word, because above everything else, it's most important not just for me to enjoy our time together, but for you to get some rest, to be able to study or focus peacefully. That will always be my priority here on this channel. Just putting some lanterns down all around our lovely forest area here. You know what I just thought of? It might even not be a bad idea if I do put the game on easy or medium or whatever difficulty. I can actually make that a separate. When I'm fighting googlies and stuff and grinding for experience, I can make that a separate series or a separate episode where I put that on my other channel, the channel I've just created, or more just normal gaming and honest, unfiltered gameplay. So that actually might be the solution to me wanting to experience the game more, along with keeping the peace for everybody that's trying to sleep here. This is very much an unfiltered channel as well. As you can see, I sort of just let all my thoughts go, and I want you guys to hear my thoughts because I like when people can hear my thought process. And I think some people especially, can get a lot of value out of hearing somebody else think. Sometimes when I'll be watching a video on YouTube about, crazy people that text each other some crazy things, and I'll watch the video and I'll be like, you know what, I thought that sometimes when I text things, I overthink, but it's good to see that other people do that too. That other people overthink and they text a certain way and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be with texting, but it kind of helps me stay grounded, if that makes sense. And I hope that when I do talk and voice my opinions and thoughts on whatever I do, that it helps you stay grounded and that it helps you think, hey, you know what? It's not just me that thinks like that. Egush thinks like that too. We're kind of walking around aimlessly at the moment, but we're going to go mining, won't we? Let's go and do that. Let's start our mining trip. Oh, have we got a... Instead of going back and forth, let's put a fishing rod in here. We'll take some cooked fish with us, because, mining does get a bit draining. Oops. And I'll also put the tools that we won't need while mining. So, shovel and the diamond hoe we'll leave in there. Axe and pickaxe we'll take with us. The axe we're taking because you never know when something might come up that we might need to deal with. And let's begin a little mining trip. So our goal for this trip is to get from level 28 to level 30. Non-stop rain today, don't we? The sun is up. Looks like we've made it through another night. From memory, the cave entrance was this way, so we'll head in that direction. I'm trying to figure out There is a certain point with the levels, and we figured this out last episode, I think. There's a certain point with the levels where mining specific ores no longer gives you experience. So I know for a fact that in the last episode, I was mining like iron and gold, and I was not getting experience from level 27 or 28. So we're going to figure that out as well now. Yeah, we need to be a little bit cautious of that because we want a lot of experience at the moment. We don't want to be mining something that isn't going to give us experience. The cave entrance is coming up. Looks like we're in the middle of winter at the moment. Quite a bit of snow around. And here we are. You can see the deep slate we've built. We're going to head down into the cave entrance, and we're going to make our way into the cave together. Need to be very careful here, nice and slow. If you've got me in the background while you're playing Minecraft, and you happen to be mining as well, then let's get mining together, shall we? I do have one of my friends who watches these videos and he says, you know when you go mining? I'm like, yeah, I go mining a lot. I quite like mining. He's like, yeah, sometimes I'll just, put you on while I mine. You're mining and we're kind of just mining together. And I'm like, that's actually such a lovely thought for me as the person that's making these episodes. I sort of think that people are, I'm not alone in this cave. You're with me, in a sense. You know what I mean? Okay, so silver doesn't drop any experience when you mine it at this level. Let's see if we can find other materials. There's some iron over there. And even though, so what I've realized is I just remembered I've got fortune on this pickaxe. Fortune 2. Even though these aren't giving me experience, these ores, I think it's still fine because we're going to be smelting these ores. When you smelt things, you get experience. So overall, we're still pretty happy to get some ores. This pickaxe is absolutely crazy. Look how fast it mines. This is the first time, I just realized, this is the first time I'm using my new enchanted pickaxe in an actual mine. It feels quite nice. This pickaxe does not have unbreaking on it. That's the only thing that we missed out on. But, because we don't have that many bookshelves, unfortunately, we can't be, beggars can't be choosers, is what I'll say. We can't be choosing our exact enchants. Once we get more bookshelves and increase our enchanting power, I'm hoping we can get a pickaxe that has unbreaking, fortune, and efficiency. That'll be awesome. There we go. Nevertheless, I mean, it's a very sturdy pickaxe. Diamonds are very, very sturdy. So obviously the pickaxe that we make with the diamonds is very sturdy as well. Look at all these iron ores. So much. There's a lot on the rooftops there as well, but I'm not worried about that. Oh, hello. Your name is Emerald. Wow, hello Emerald. How are you? You got anything good to offer? Efficiency 6. Oh my goodness. So we give them, if we give Emerald here a diamond axe and a diamond pickaxe with an efficiency 5 book, which I've never even seen that before, it will give you efficiency 6. That is awesome. Oh, they will give us efficiency 6. 1 leather and 3 papers for 2 books is an insane trade. I think I might try to find Emerald once we get the leather that we need. And hopefully we can get some... Cool. So I didn't think that they were going to give us these ingots with the experience, but it gave us the experience as well. Yeah, as I was saying, when we do get the leather that we need, after we get that looting sword, because I've got plenty of paper, we'll find emerald again, hopefully. This might sound horrible, but I kind of want to trap them here in some kind of box. We're going to do it. Emerald? Honey? No, no. It's going to be very difficult. I think Emerald has caught on to my plan. No. We're going to do it. I know you're just a bunch of pixels, but I do feel bad for doing this. Oh, that was so close. Come here. Let's see if I can... No, Emerald. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, alright. There we go. Excellent. Now when we get those books, that's gonna... When we get that leather, sorry, that's gonna make a big difference for us. Oh gosh. Okay. Get rid of this. Some silver here. I'm not sure how much experience silver gives when you smelt it, but I'm assuming it would be similar to iron. I feel so guilty for trapping emerald over there, but I don't know if I'll ever find a deal that good again, so yeah, please don't judge me, okay? Do not judge me. I'm just doing what's best for me and for us. So much iron. I think Emerald also liked gold. So when we gave them gold, they converted it into gold ingots as well. So let's hope we can find some gold. If we make our way back to the waterfall that we came down on, we should be able to go further down into the mines. A bit deeper into the mines, I should say. There's that terrifying boss, the Ferris Wrought-Naut. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go all the way down here. And we're going to look for gold, and we're going to look for lapis and redstone. And we've pretty much reached level 30 already, which is awesome. Because we can then get our sword. And that way we won't have to keep Emerald captive for too long. Some gold here. There we go. Some more iron on the walls. Lovely. Copper. I'm not sure how much XP copper gives when you smelt it, but maybe we can try some and see how it goes. The fortune enchantment is absolutely insane. We've already gathered over a stack of iron. And I swear we've only hit like maybe 30 or 40 ores. It'd be cool if we could count that properly, but you know. Oh, we just got 5 emeralds out of an urn. That's awesome. We should probably get some deep slate while we're down here to decorate with, because I love decorating with deep slate. We'll pop a bunch of this as well. There we go. We're going to grab this lapis and we're going to level up now. I hope it isn't too loud for those of you who are sleeping already. when we level up because it will make a bit of a sound. Memory. There we go. Okay, I don't think that was too loud. Well, obviously. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize there was gravel right underneath that. I was saying I will obviously be able to down the volume of that sound. That is why I have a piece of paper that says I have a bachelor's in sound engineering. It lets me, it gives me the ability. What is going on? What was that noise? I'm terrified. We are on peaceful, right? Double checked, I've triple checked everything. There's no way. Something's about to come and find me. Okay. Oh, there's the diamonds. Lovely. Did we get a few? We got a few out of that. Come on, come on. Down there. Why can't I get down there? There we go. 2 diamonds. Now we're going to dig a few blocks around the diamonds because... There we go. There's another one. There could still be more as well. Looks like that's about it for the diamonds. No problem. These 2. Okay. Oh, diamonds. Wow, we're getting very lucky. And now that we've got fortune, there's a good chance we'll get a few off of these. We got 7 diamonds out of 4 ores. How awesome is that, everybody? How cool is that? Is that clay? Okay. I'm having the time of my life in this cave. Aside from that terrifying noise we heard before, the creaking and stuff. I want to mine enough of these ores so that not only can we enchant from level 30, we have enough ores to give us experience that if we want to go further than 30 and keep on enchanting tools, we can do that. I hope I articulated that correctly. So I basically want a few stacks of these ores, that's where we fell from by the looks of it, so that if we do, let's say we want to enchant 2 pickaxes or a shovel and a sword, we can do both of those at that level 30 enchant mark. That's what we're aiming for. Beautiful. Some redstone here. Ooh, quite a bit of redstone actually. This goes even further down by the looks of it. Anything down here? Nope, not really. Okay, what about up here? Let's go back. Oh, we are getting very lucky today. I don't know what's happening, but you have brought with you so much luck. You who's watching this video. Tell you what, because you've brought so much luck with you, I'm also feeling a bit lucky. How about you boop that like button for me? It will help us out if you boop that like button. And I'm shooting a little bit there, but hey, it's a lucky day. We've got quite a few ores and stuff now. Got a bunch of bats roaming around. It's lovely. And we're just sort of walking on through at the moment. A bit of lava here. I used to hate lava before. And then one of my friends told me that lava is very often accompanied by diamonds. So I've changed my mind about lava without actually experiencing that firsthand. You know, sometimes somebody will say something about something and you'll have like a negative opinion of something. And then so they'll say, oh, actually, you know, it's not that bad, you know, this and that. And I'll just be like, sold. Won't even have to hear anything else. I'll just be like, sold. Oops. Let's go this way. Little staircase here. Oops. Sorry. Nope. Oh, let's put that under there. And then something like this. There we are. All that for one gold ore. That may not have been worth it, but on the bright side, it led us here. More iron. Oh, redstone. Oh, we're back to where we came from. Redstone does seem to give you quite a bit of experience, and it's one of the few ores that give you experience past level 30, which is awesome. This is where it'd be great if I had my friend Alex with me. He's amazing with Minecraft, and he's basically a Minecraft wiki. You don't even need to look anything up on the wiki when he's playing with you, because you can just ask him a question, and he knows exactly what to say. He knows the answer already. He's like a book. He's literally like an open book. I think everybody needs an Alex in their lives. It's really, really nice to have someone that just knows everything about a certain topic. And if there's ever any doubt, you just ask them. And they'll have an answer. The answer. So shout out to my friend Alex. He's one of the main reasons why I started this channel as well, so we're gonna head back in this direction. Maybe we can get up there. There we go. I'd like to kind of head back into the main area that we were in. And I do know partially the way back there. Wow, this was a worthwhile expedition. So much iron from that ore. I don't want to dig straight down. I've learnt my lesson from doing that with the gravel. It looks to me like the main area we came from isn't too far. Pretty sure we've been down there already. We've been up there already as well. Let's head down here for a second. And try to find our way back up. It should be in that direction. If I'm being honest, it should be here. Does this go anywhere? No. I'm trying to figure out if it's up or down. See these areas here? That's where I'm trying to get to. I believe it's up. So maybe if we pick a direction. Like from here, and we just start mining upwards in a sense. It won't be that much higher either. Because we only fell down a few blocks, we barely lost any health. Okay, it looks like it's down, not up. Somehow, that doesn't make sense, but somehow we've gone too far up. See if I can find my way through this. Definitely not this way. Okay, let's go down. We're getting a bit deep into the cave now, actually. But I can't help it, I just want to explore. Here we go. I know the way back now. It'll be up here somewhere. I think maybe in this, nope, in this direction. Just looking up to see if I can see. Here we are, maybe something around here. Okay, I think I'm actually lost. Ooh, what is that? Wow, look at this. What is this? Amethyst. Amethyst shards. Block of amethyst. Look at this place. Let's grab some amethyst shards. This is beautiful. What do we do with these amethyst shards? Anything useful? We can make amethyst bricks and stuff like that. That's awesome. Press the Y to fire amethyst clusters that damage entities. This looks more like a combat kind of stuff as well, like armor. This is really cool. It's beautiful. Okay, don't want to waste too much time because we are lost in a sense. But it looks like we've just about found our way back now. Yeah, we have. Excellent. We can probably begin to head back relatively soon. Oh, am I really out of space already? Wow. Shocking. Oh, I'm out of food as well. I'm gonna eat a little bit of cooked cod. We are close to running out of food completely, so we want to be a little bit careful. Don't want to spend too much longer in this cave. More of these glow shrooms. Our lovely magic area of the garden. And water's always a good sign because we can follow it up and down. Let's grab it. Okay, so this is where we fell from last time. By the looks of it. What is that? Bundle. We can put stuff in there. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of gold over there. Look at all these resources. This is awesome. We got gold, we got silver. Space for the silver by the looks of it. What can we throw? It's just a singular coal, we don't really need that. Some more iron, some more gold. Oop. Be extra careful here, we don't want to die to the lava. I think we have so many ores now that we are pretty happy. Get a little bit more silver. Not quite sure what we do with silver yet. And once again, we're out of space. Get rid of that. There we go. Wow, look at this. Gold underneath iron. Big gold vein underneath an iron vein. Have you ever seen such a thing? That is awesome. There's gravel up there. I'm a bit worried about the gravel. We're going to avoid it. Some more gold down here. Yeah, let's throw something else out now. Probably just the ash. We don't really need the ash. We've done very well. Collected heaps. Looks like it's a dead end over here, so let's head back. Got an itch on the back of my top of my shoulder. Let me just scratch that before I lose my mind. There we go. we're going to begin making our way back to our house. Very soon, if not now. And we can talk to Emerald on the way, because Emerald will have some good trades for us. And now we've got a few emeralds as well. So many cool things in this cave, it's actually amazing. I played Minecraft a long time ago when I did play, and so I don't remember all of these cool things. I don't remember caves being this detailed, let's say. There's just so many different things in caves now. You've even got mushrooms and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, that could definitely be part of the mod pack that I'm using. I also love modded Minecraft. I have a few friends, like Alex, who is a die-hard Minecraft vanilla fan. He doesn't really like playing with mods and stuff. Which is completely fair, I understand that. But I personally love when people, especially creators, add cool things to games. Modding is a big part of that. The amount of ores we're getting is absolutely awesome from these caves. I do need to find my way back soon because I want to enchant that sword and I want to go find some leather so that I can come back to Emerald and Emerald can help me with my bookshelves. I have started to realize just how many raw resources there are in caves, absolutely everywhere. It's kind of insane. When I was young, I would go mining. I would be a little bit pedantic. I wouldn't want to mine everything from a cave because I'd be worried that we're going to run out of resources. Do you kind of understand where I'm coming from? I think a few people would have that feeling. Oh. Where like you don't want to get rid of everything in a cave because you're worried that there's not going to be any left in the future. For example, if I mine all the diamonds in my area, I'm not going to have any diamonds left. If I keep using my tools and breaking them, then we're going to run out of diamonds. I've come to realize that that is very, very far from the truth. There are ores and resources absolutely everywhere. It's just not a concern of mine anymore. If I go into a cave and I see, you know, heaps of different things, I'm not going to be worried. I'm just going to mine them. This is obsidian, this purple stuff. I remember because I needed it for my enchanting table. And I think it would be a really good idea to get a bit more because you never know when you'll need obsidian. So we're going to actually grab a bit of obsidian here. And because we've got efficiency 4, it shouldn't take us too long to mine a few of these. That's right, I like to make space for the obsidian. Let's throw out... Can I put more in this bundle? Nope, we can't. Well, what can we get rid of? Maybe just the zombie head. Okay, that's 6 obsidian. I want to get a few more. Okay, a lot of these are just flying into the lava. Let's... this like so. Oh, there's even lava underneath. Be a little bit careful. Oh wait, the wood might be catching on fire. Okay, let's fix this up. That's a terrible idea. Could you imagine if the wood was catching on fire and then I just get sent into the lava because the wood breaks underneath me? That'd be a horrible way to go. Especially after gathering all these amazing resources. going to keep us nice and safe, so don't you worry. While you relax, I will be here keeping us safe, and I think that's plenty of obsidian. Don't really think we'll need much more than that. Sorry about that, I jumped a bit too high there. I'm a bit too high. Alright, let's make our way back up, shall we? I believe we came from here. Just gonna follow this back to where we came from. I lied. I'm a liar. I'm sorry. We'll need to find our way back somehow. Worst case scenario, I will just start building upwards. There's an urn up here. Some amethyst shards. Yeah, maybe we came from here. This way. This looks familiar. There's a bit of food in these chests. And a smithing table. We should probably get that smithing table. You never know when it'll come in handy. I'm just checking all these barrels and stuff. Looks like it's just got a bunch of basic stuff like string and whatnot. Deep slate tiles. Wow, these look very nice. Are they hard to make? Deep slate tiles. Deep slate bricks. Polished deep slate. These do look hard to make, don't they? I'm not gonna get them anyway though. Okay. So, we will head back as far up as we can until we can just start kind of finding our way back to the surface. More gold here. I've always got time for gold. So shiny. Some diamonds up there, and then that looks like kind of where we started. All the way up there in the distance. So let's go for these diamonds up here. It's a bad idea. Again, it's lava, but... Is that it? Just one? Gosh. I'm being baited by these diamonds, aren't I? Okay, we're gonna go as far up as we can. From here, we could probably just break our way up to the top. There we are, and we've literally come right to where we started by the looks of it. Leave a lantern down here. Oh, actually, we're a bit further than I thought. That's okay. Alrighty. Let us find our way back in this direction. Maybe we'll actually take this waterfall all the way up to the top. And hopefully we can find a way up from there. Let me grab some cobblestone. Oh wow, okay. We need to somehow get to that side there. There we go. Oops. Have we got any more building? We should have like deep slate. Yep, there we go. Build some deep slate. Oh my goodness, look at how big this cave is. Absolutely crazy, isn't it? Look at this. Heading further away from where we need to go, but I'm kind of just loving it, taking my time. A lot of spider webs and spider eggs here, but we are still on peaceful. So do not be afraid. They can't hurt us. I do think we're relatively close to the surface. So we will probably just dig up in a second. I need to head back to this cave entrance here because that's where Emerald is. So let's see if we can head in that direction. Okay, we kind of came from down there, so we'll head in this direction. No, we need to head in that direction. Maybe further up here. Yep. I don't want to dig my way all the way there. Might be best, because we're pretty high, might be best for us to just tunnel up to the surface. You can see some turtles, which means we're pretty close to the surface from here. Now we're going to dig our way up. Cold. Okay. There we go, there's some dirt, which means we're very close to the surface. Oh no. Is there a way out of this? We may have just died. Come on, Egush, you can do it. We're gonna start drowning soon, everybody. I do apologize for this. And it's okay if we die. It is what it is. We'll just come back for our body. Here we go. Okay, we didn't die too far away. We'll need to somehow get down there. Give ourselves a little air pocket. And then, be able to recover the body. It is a wonderful night though. Look at that aurora sky that we've got. It's beautiful. As we head back to get all of our things. I wonder what happens if it's all in the water. Does it kind of just float back to the top? And we have a sunrise. That's gorgeous. I must have forgotten to set my respawn point back at the garden, back at our house. Which is kind of good that I've died because it allows me to sort of do that now. I'll remember when I get back home to make sure that I'm respawning at home when I pass. Just making our way nice and slowly down the mountain to our body. It doesn't actually look like it was too far from the surface. It looks like we just got a little bit unlucky that we dug up into some water. I will definitely make sure I edit out that annoying ticking sound when I was getting hurt under the water there. I don't want to disturb any of you. It is quite loud, that ticking noise. Okay, so from here, just about, where it's about 20 meters down underground. Alrighty. So what we'll do is, we'll dig down a little bit, see how far the dirt goes. Hopefully we can find a little air pocket. Or maybe if we just go into the water here, does it allow us to kind of find a way down there? No, it doesn't. Okay. Let's grab some wood so that we can make a pickaxe as well. 2 wood should be enough. We'll get 3, just to be safe. There we go. Now we're going to make a crafting table. And we're going to make some sticks. And a pickaxe. Here we go. You know what? We might as well make a shovel as well. We're back to basics. Okay, here we go. So the water starts about here. You've got to be a little bit careful. Got to find a good way from here of being able to get down to our body without dying again. Maybe if we're able to mine that way. Block up some of this water here for now. Make sure that we're not... There we go. That should... Maybe here, and then there. Water's evened out a bit better now. Need something to stand on. That's it. See if we can mine. I'm looking to mine enough so that we can just kind of go down. We're kind of problem solving together here, aren't we? It's fun. At the moment, I'm just trying to get rid of all the water. I'm doing that by literally just... There we go. How far are we? We're very close, aren't we? Should be very close. Down here. You know what's funny about this is the people who are sleeping will have absolutely no idea what we're going through here together. So if you are watching this and you've been with me the whole step of the way, every step of the way, just know how much I appreciate you. Here we go. Okay, we found a little air pocket now where we can go down. There's our body. Okay, let's throw all this out. And we can transfer everything straight across. There we go. It's weird seeing myself there. Alrighty, back up we go. Thank you so much for taking that expedition with me. Oh no, I've lost all of my levels. That's horrifying. Tell me there's some experience down here or something at least. Are you serious? Oh. No, we were so close yet so far to level 30 to get that looting. There's no experience down here either for us to get. Well, that's okay. Lesson learned. Head back up. We do still have plenty of ores, so we can, use those ores to get some levels still. See how we go with that. First thing I'll do real quick is just go down to where Emerald is, the trader, and see if I can split some things and get some levels off of them. I do have a few emeralds as well, so... We're out of food, so we'll need to take it a little bit slow still, as well. What a trip that was. We got a lot, but at the same time we lost a lot. And sometimes, my friend, that's how life is. It's important to not get too angry and not get too frustrated about the situation. I am fully aware that I did that to myself, you see. I literally saw the water dripping from the ceiling and I thought to myself, we're probably just close to the lake. So I dug up and that was my mistake. So I did all of that to myself. That was my fault completely. So I could sit here and get angry and frustrated at myself or at the game, but we're not going to get anything out of that, let's be honest. It's better for us to kind of accept the loss, do our best to accept the loss, I should say, and just move on. It does suck that we lost 23, 24 odd levels, but we can always get them back. It's not a big deal. And life's all about lessons, and I think we've learned a very valuable lesson here. If Alex was here, he'd be screaming at me, I'll be honest. And I wouldn't be blaming him either. And I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. Everybody has their own way of coping with things. But I prefer not to overthink about things like that happen. I just kind of go with the flow. I overthink a lot of things. When it comes to stuff like this that it's easy to get stuck on it. I'd rather not get stuck on it. That's my thought process. So we're going to head down and find Emerald again. Faithful little trader who at this point may have gotten a pickaxe and dug their way out of that little thing we built around them. But my bet is that they didn't. Let's see if we can find her. I can't remember exactly where they were either. We'll need to explore a bit until we find them. I wonder if they've added like suffocating into the game. If you put somebody, if you trap a trader in like a little 2x2 or 3x3 of wood, if they run out of oxygen eventually. That would be so terrifying if that's the case. I'd feel so bad. But alas, I don't think that is the case. So we're going to keep traveling around until we find some semblance of where they were. Maybe I should have marked them on the map. A lot of urns, eh? It's kind of nice. Yeah, little cockroach. It's good that I can one-shot those cockroaches now. And if I'm being honest, on the bright side of all of this, we do get XP again from all these ores. So I'm not too fussed. Oh, look at that. Diamonds. That's only 2. We might be able to get more. There we are. Another 2. Any more through there? Or that should be it, eh? Yeah, it looks like that's about it. No problem. We are pretty capped out on everything else. We're not going to worry too much about other stuff. Let's go and see if we can find... What is that? See that squid? Kind of curious what's happening up there. Just like in the wall or something. That is truly a magic squid. Emerald, where are you? I can't remember how far I went when I found Emerald. Let's keep going in this direction. Have I got torches? Put some torches down so we don't get lost. Okay, I don't think it was in this direction if I'm being honest. Because I don't remember going this far in. I will take a little bit more of a gaze down here just to make sure. But I think it was more close to where that waterfall was. Beautiful. We'll head back then. I have cut out quite a bit of time in my schedule over the next few days to just really focus on getting some material for you and to help you sleep. So I just want you to know that you're a priority and your rest is a priority to me. And I love helping you rest. So I will be doing everything I can to not only make this kind of a full-time gig in the future, a full-time endeavor of mine where I can do this, whenever I want to. But also just to put more time into it at the moment so that I can grow it, because you're never going to get anything out of anything if you don't put time into it. So that is my goal. Gosh, can you help me remember where Emerald was? Because I cannot remember for the life of me. I'm keeping my eye on the minimap at the moment, because usually that's a pretty good indication of things. It tells you where traders and stuff like that are. But I just cannot see Emerald anywhere nearby. I do remember this very briefly. It looks like it's a dead end. Well, I might just have to head back up. Head back home. We'll take one more look in this direction before we go back. No, I don't think they were in this direction. I would have remembered this area. Maybe they were up in that second level, not the third one. Because when when we go down that stream, there's kind of 2 levels. I think we've gone in that direction already, so we won't be there. And if she's not in that direction, which we'll double check now real quick, we'll just go this way, then she's probably on top of us. Or maybe she just got tired of being stuck and found a way out. One way or another. I hope that's not the case. But it very well could be. Alright, let's head up here. Up to the top. Yep, just up here. There we go. I do briefly remember them being close to the, this Pharos Wrought. So maybe down here somewhere, let's be honest. They could be down here somewhere. Put some torches down. I'm looking for a wooden... Oh, there it is. It doesn't bode well that there's no signs of life on the map. And they were right there, weren't they? No. Okay. A lot of lessons to be learned today. Today was a harsh day. I was just saying how lucky I was and how lucky you are to have brought me that luck. And I feel like I've just eaten my own words. Anyway, let's head back up. Start smelting all of this cool stuff that we've got. At least we'll try to recover a few of the levels that way. And then we might need to honestly come back and do a bit more mining. All the way back. Lovely. It's nice to be back on the surface again. And at least, once again, we have a beautiful, beautiful night above us. Oh, what if we put cobblestone? Can we then place that? Wow, we probably could. I didn't think of that. All of the aurora seems to have passed now. We must have just gotten a small glimpse of it. Nonetheless, I'm glad we were able to see that. Almost home now. I hope you're nice and safe, nice and warm in bed. I've gone through quite a bit of an adventure for us. I hope you enjoyed that as well. Undoubtedly, there will be some people that watch this just because they enjoy watching Minecraft. That would be me. I love watching people play Minecraft. I find it very soothing. It's just a nice experience to watch somebody go through. So undoubtedly there will be some people, hopefully, that watch this for that. And if they do, then they'll enjoy some of these. Stack. There we go. They'll enjoy some of these adventures that we go on as much as this is here for sleep and study. We're going to gather these furnaces. I'd say it's time for us to make a furnace area downstairs. Actually, you know what? What's this one again? Smithing table. No, we'll keep the two furnaces up here because you never know when you'll need them. We'll make separate furnaces downstairs with some cobblestone. There's a random bucket in there. 4, 5, 6 furnaces should be plenty for us. And I think down here, all the way down here in our man cave, we'll make a little smelting area. Maybe just along this wall. There we go. We don't have too much coal left, if I'm being honest, so we'll do our best to sort of manage that. Oh, you know what? Why don't we put the furnaces up here, actually, next to the enchanting table, maybe. I'm just thinking, would that be better for them? Because a lot of the levels and stuff we get will be from here as well. Oops, there we go. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, that's nice. We'll keep them in here. So we're going to start splitting the coal, and we're going to start smelting. Smelting everything we can so that we can get some more levels again. And we'll take all the coal that we've got, really, for now. Let's see if we can get something done with all that. Oh, just lean back into my chair. I've got a bit of back pain. There we go. We don't have much coal left, do we? Need to go and get some coal. Ingots and all that's all sorted. There's nothing raw for us to really get, is there? Let's make another chest or two. Maybe even... Yeah, let's make another chest. Let's grab some wood from downstairs. Put a chest in the enchanting room as well. So that we've got, here we go. There it is. That way we've got... I kind of want to have some valuables down here as well. Not just, you know... There we go. So lapis will be for enchanting. We'll keep that down here. All the deep slate, obsidian, stuff like that. I'm happy to keep in here as well. And once again, we'll probably keep the diamonds down here as well. Grab these tools back. Might need them. Quite a few emeralds we have. I think everything that's already smelted and stuff like that, I'm happy to keep up here. Everything that we're going to be smelting and stuff, we'll keep downstairs. There we go. Smithing table. I'm not sure what we use that for yet. I'll leave it here for now. It says we can upgrade gear with it. Is it hard to upgrade this pickaxe? Sorry, repair it? It's not hard at all. 2 diamonds. I think we'll do that. It'll cost us 2 levels, but it's pretty much fully repaired. We'll do that for now. I think that's pretty nice. Diamonds, copper, all this other miscellaneous stuff. These will actually go in place up here. Maybe even have a couple around this area. Lovely. Very cozy. A little bit of decorating. Beautiful. Ingots, wood, dirt. Oh, yep, we've got some redstone in there as well. So pretty much putting everything else in here. Ingots we'll take back. Bones. Take back. Okay. Bones. Bones we kind of want to keep in the farming area, the farming chests, because we make bone meal out of them. And we can then use the bone meal to, there we go. Cobblestone we'll probably keep on us. I would love to, honestly, go mining again. Get some levels. Yet again. We did have a request from somebody that said they'd really like it if my videos were a little bit longer because they use my videos to study. And obviously some study sessions can last multiple hours, you know. When I used to study, it would be 3 to 4 hours in school, so I completely respect and understand why they want that. So, I mean, I'm happy to, you know, make this video a lot longer just for that person. I really wouldn't mind. Hello, Dilly. There you go, darling. I will never forget to feed you. I'm going to take a few officially because I'm running out of food myself. So I do apologize, but I will need some fish. Now this time round, we'll probably need to mine a bit of coal as well. But that's okay, because if I'm being honest, we're going to need as much experience as we can get. Silver. Quite a bit of XP from these, you see it? That's very like 4 levels we just got. We're so far behind. But yeah, no, I'm happy to see if somebody's made a request like that. Of course, I'd be more than happy to oblige, and if they need longer episodes to help them study more, then I'm more than happy to provide that. Just getting a little bit of the coal from there, we can use that. Hello, Chuck. I'm glad you're here, Chuck. I've had a bad day, so a friendly face is always nice. Okay, cool. We can take that iron out and chuck it in there. Start smelting some silver. Off he goes, Mr. Chuck, on a new adventure. Alrighty. Once the food is done cooking, we'll grab some more lanterns, which we could probably do now. Hopefully we have torches. Yep, we do. So what we'll do is we'll quickly make a bunch more lanterns. $24. What's after 24? If you add 8, it's 32. What's after 32? Oops. I made a mistake. It is 32. Believe me. I just forgot to add it to this one. After 32, it's 40. There we go. That's enough. 27 torches. Oops, I did that the wrong way. Forgive me, I'm still getting used to the whole crafting. Perfect. out. Really keep these lanterns on us while we mine. How are we doing on the food? Luckily, we've got our food. Okay, everybody. 2 mining trips. This is our second one. Let's head on out. And once again, we're looking mainly for experience. Trying to get back to level 30 again. That must be Fletcher from memory. Hello, Fletcher. It is. I'm starting to remember all the names of the villages. Fletcher doesn't really have anything to trade or anything. I think he's a bit of a enigma. He kind of just walks around, gets stuck. You have to help him, and then he just kind of looks at you funny. Do you know somebody like that in real life? Because I do. They're just very hard to understand. Some people are just very hard to understand. And you just question why they do things. That's Fletcher. 100%. We're going to make our way up the mountain. This is beautiful. I'm having a bit of deja vu. I'm actually, in a way, happy that we lost a lot of our experience after dying, because it lets us experience. Oop, we went the wrong way. It lets us, do more things together, and I always like doing things. I should really make a trail, shouldn't I? To the cave entrance. That would be a really good idea. So when we get there, we'll do a little bit of a trail. So like maybe from here. Yep. It's not going to be easy. We'll need to break all of this. And literally just make with this shovel, just a path. Like this. Oops. There we go. I normally like having it kind of like too thick instead of one, because when it's too thick, it's a bit easier to spot, obviously. So just a little trail like this. You can just right click. Cool. Oops. I was wrong. You can't just right click because that's putting down the torches that are in your arms. Second hand, offhand, I should say. Gosh, stop doing that, Egush. There we go. Okay. Need to get rid of the tree. There's a lot of snow. Yep, we can actually leave that torch there. That's fine. Lantern, I should say. And we'll make a little path going from here. Just something. Oops. Just something, even if it's small, noticeable from kind of where we are down there. How are we going to do this without kind of just like falling and breaking all of our bones? Something like this. Do I have dirt? Got a little bit of dirt. If we get a bit more dirt, just a bit more cobble. I'm more than happy to just sort of sit here for a second and make a path going all the way down to the bottom of that hill. That way we're not going to be lost looking for the cave entrance every time. So with all that cobblestone that we've got, we can probably let's see, go back up to the top here. Let's see if we can try to figure out if there's a way to build where you don't have to just like, oh, come on, Egush. Glad I made some extra food. Something like this, and then down like that. But see, then we get stuck because we kind of want to keep going down, but we can't. That's the only problem. I'll do it from underneath somehow. And that's not easy. Maybe if I do this and make a trail underneath it while I'm doing it. There we go. That's working. As intended. Not as well as intended, but still working nonetheless. Okay. Oh, a water bucket would have been perfect for what I'm trying to do here. 100%. Okay, come on, one more. And then this way. And then 1, 2. Okay, here we go. And then we can kind of just go down from... There we go. It's tricky, but we're almost there. We've almost got it. And I would love to just make this go all the way down the mountain. There we go. We're going to need to get rid of a lot of this cobble, pick it up, and just sort of go to the bottom and do it again. That's okay. There we go. Plenty of cobble. We'll need more than this though. Should be more than enough to finish off what we're trying to do. Eat a little bit of food. Alrighty. Excellent. Ideally we do it from the maximum we can. Perfect. That way we're not worried about continuously trying to... Excellent. Continuously trying to build down more and more, if that makes sense. This is beautiful. This is going to be so convenient when it's finished. Oops. It's almost done. Can we do it from the ground now? Not quite. Almost. Not quite though. These are the parts of Minecraft that I actually kind of enjoy. It's a little bit tedious, but you know. Oops. Sorry about that. It's a little bit tedious, but I enjoy these kind of things. It makes me feel a sense of accomplishment when I've done something difficult like this. And I'm sure some of you probably feel the same way when you do something like this. If it's difficult, even though it's just a game, it's a pretty nice feeling. Here are all these leaves. Kind of perfectly landed on the top of a tree, didn't it? Awesome. Maybe just do that and a lantern. Awesome, and now, every time we come to this mountain, all we've really got to do is come up here. Oh. Okay, it's alright, it's okay. We can deal with this. We just need to get rid of this level here. Beautiful. Perfect. Let's throw away all the stuff that we've picked up on the way because we're not going to need any of this. Is there a way to drop it all in one hit? There's got to be, but I don't know the keybind for it. Cool. Let's go back into the cave entrance now. And let's do a little bit of mining, shall we? Beautiful. Down we go. Bit of coal there. I'm not worried about the coal at the moment. We're going to find so much of that in the actual cave, so we're kind of just chilling for now. Start on this level because there is quite a few things to mine on this level as well. Such as silver. Coal. And we're back to getting experience from the coal now, which is lovely. Does copper give experience? No, it doesn't. Not really much point in mining it then. I want to find a way to expand the inventory space as well. There's undoubtedly a way to do that. Okay, iron isn't giving me any experience anymore, which is really odd. Even though we're only level 11. Isn't that weird? There's a lot of coal up there. Let's go and grab it all. I swear there was more. There it is. Cool. Oops. Gosh. Keep falling down, don't I? I'm very clumsy. I've got to get better at that. I'm so sorry. I know it's a bit loud. And I will always do my best to kind of edit that out. But, you know, in a 2-3 hour video, it's hard to find every instance where I've fallen like that. I do apologize. I do my best, but I might miss a few here and there. I hope you'll forgive me. I am very clumsy at times. Especially if I'm tired, and I am definitely a little bit tired today. Yeah, maybe I was wrong about the iron not giving experience past a certain level. Maybe iron doesn't give you experience when you mine it, but only when you smelt it. I just very, very vaguely remember iron giving experience. Like before. Is that an emerald? Copper. I must have been wrong about that. Yeah, I think this level's pretty much all mined out, which is a good thing. All those resources are sitting at home in our chest. So we'll head back down to the next level. There's a bit of coal on the ceiling there. We'll grab all of that as well. See, coal stops giving... Oh, never mind. We are still getting a little bit of experience. Oops. Gosh. Okay, it looks like you have to be right next to it to for it to give XP. That's what I've just realized. See, if I mine it from far away... Okay, never mind. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to find reasons why I'm not getting XP from certain ores. Some coal up, some iron up there, I should say. See if we can get that. I guess iron just doesn't give experience unless you're... unless you've smelted it. You know, actually smelted it in a furnace and then it gives XP. We're going to head down further into the cave. We're going to use that waterfall to go a little bit deeper. Should be in this direction. And once we go a bit deeper, we'll be able to find some more experience and more ores. Now, I would love to find a way or even a mod that increases my inventory space. If you have watched this all the way up till here and you aren't sleeping, and if you're studying, then please don't heed anything I say. Keep focused. But if you have watched and you know you're kind of just relaxing and you do know a mod or something that increases some kind of leveling system or a backpack of some sort that lets you increase your inventory space, please let me know what it is so I can so that I can use it, because the next thing for me would be... Oh, randomly found some iron pots. Reduces fall damage. Hey. We're gonna put those on. Yeah, no, I would love to have a mod that increases, like, the inventory space, maybe through a backpack. I think I have seen that before. I just can't remember what the mods were called and stuff, and I could probably look into it. But I mean, look, if you know what it is, then just drop a comment and I'll just use that one. I always appreciate people giving me suggestions, and you know, if there's a mod you'd like to see me use, please go ahead. And sometimes I will ask if you know any mods for certain things, like that backpack that I'm thinking of. Just start putting some lanterns down. There's a lot to mine around here. We want to make sure we remember where we were. Beautiful. Molten gold, I love that. It's almost like the deeper you go, the better the urns have, the better things the urns have in them as well. Anything in here? No, not really. We're kind of speedrunning these mines at the moment, aren't we? Getting as much as we can for the enchanting. It's beautiful. Redstone. A lot of experience from redstone. It's good. We're almost halfway now to 30. And that's without even smelting half the stuff that we've got. And so I reckon we're easily at level 20 by now, with all these raw resources that we've got. Some lapis up there, but honestly, cockroach. Honestly, I'm not too fussed about going up for things at the moment. We have an abundance of resources on like the ground level that we're walking, so I'm more than happy to just gather all of that. Hey, here's a cool thought if this is true. Now that I have fortune and it drops 2 of the ores, does it give me extra experience as well? Because it's like I'm mining more than 1 of each ore, if that makes sense. Oh, we've got quite a few redstone veins up here. We're going to get all these. There's some water. That actually might be a blessing in disguise. See if I can... I was wrong. It's another one of those air pockets, water pockets where there's no way out without suffocating. We're getting as much iron as we can in these areas. Wow. Wow, this is so much. Oh, wow. I think I've seen an iron ore this large before. We got 28 out of that. It's probably an entire level just in itself. There's more up here as well. Yeah, there's plenty up here. I wouldn't have come up for this one if I didn't see as many ores, but there are so many ores attached to that. Wall there on the... It's kind of like a tower. That I was like, I have to go and get all of that. I'm glad I did. That was plenty of ore. Some gold up here. You never know when there'll be more hiding away, so... Beautiful. The bright side, after doing this big mining trip, we're not going to really have to worry about a lot of these raw resources again for a very long time. It's probably not going to stop me from mining. I love mining. Something very cathartic about it. But in saying that, you know, we're going to have so many cool resources to play around with and make cool stuff and stuff. They're great. It's going to be fun. So, man. The only one, it looks like it was. A lot of iron up there. We're going to head back into the main area of the cave. There's another trader over there. Let's see if we can get lucky with anything. Who knows, maybe that's emerald. It very well could be. I feel like they randomly spawn in when you're exploring. Just a nice little thing that they've added into the game. They've always got different names, so either they move on fast or, you know, they randomly spawn in. Hello. They've started running away. Chilling now. Zora. Hello, Zora. I'm gonna take some iron, take some gold, and oh, that's a good trade. An emerald. Bucket of pufferfish for 8 emeralds. So that's good to know, because I mean, a lot of the time, these traders have kind of the same things. Good to know that if I can get a bucket with a pufferfish, I think that's pretty simple too. I could probably, you know, trade that to Zora in the future for a bunch of emeralds. Emeralds are always useful. You can always get some cool trades out of them, so. Oops, let's go up a little bit here, get all this redstone. I'm just glad that you can play on peaceful and still get levels as well on Minecraft. A lot of bones out of that. Out of those urns. Plenty of iron on the walls. I'm not too worried about iron anymore. We've got 3 stacks almost of iron, so... I think that's where we came from back there, so... There we go. There's no coal down here, have you noticed? There's like... Oh. I've lied yet again. I'm becoming a bit of a liar in this video. First, it's a lot of coal. Maybe, I just had to say it for it to spawn in. I do apologize for that one. I mean, look, on the bright side though, I was falling a lot and taking a lot of damage before. And, I've kind of kept it under wraps a little bit this time, so you gotta be a little bit impressed by that. My clumsiness has faded a little. All these scattered iron ores around here. It's kind of cool. Oh my god! I almost fell again. Let's cover this up. Make sure that lava kind of stops going down. I've never seen so much scattered iron before like this. Oh wow. It's kind of just never ending. Is there more? Like I've run into some kind of weird iron farm. Okay, careful. Block that one up there. There we go. Keep my distance from that. Don't want the lava to drip onto me or something. Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? So much iron in here. Maybe there's even more. Looks like that was pretty much all of it. No harm in looking a bit further though. Wow, there we go. Seek and you shall be rewarded. It's crazy. At this point we have so much iron that we could probably just head back and we have more than enough. Beautiful. Could you imagine if you found a diamond area like this, where it's just all diamonds scattered around in between? What is this, tuff? Yeah. Between all these tuff blocks. How cool that would be. Oh, I almost ran out of food, and then if I try to jump and I can't, because I'm out of food, we're going to be in trouble. Especially if I dropped there. I probably would have died. Alrighty, well, we're back to where we came from. So let's head back. I'm pretty sure we came from up there somewhere, so let's head back in that direction. There we are. Cool. Starting to get a little bit of back pain, and I think it'd be nice if I could get back home, take a little bit of a rest while I smelt. Take a little bit of a break. If you haven't taken a break, it's been more than 2 hours, okay, my friend, so please take a break. I know you want to get your stuff done, I'm the same, but it is important to make sure you take care of yourself as well. And you will be a lot more productive and get more done in a shorter period of time, which is always the goal. That is always the goal in life, with work and whatever you're doing, to get more done in a less amount of time. And, if you rest appropriately, instead of smashing out hours and hours and hours of work, you will be able to get more done in a shorter period of time. So make sure you do take breaks, please. It's very important. Let's talk to... I can't remember their name. Zora, that's right. And let's see if we can get some gold. There we go. Done. There isn't really much else they've got for us. But they do that leather trade as well. So it's good to know that we can take some leather with us the next time we come down into a mine. And we'll definitely have some leather to trade. Some leather to trade into some books. you're basically getting 2 books instead of 1, so you're doubling your value of what you're giving them, these traders. Gold is a bit less. It's you're I think getting 1/3 more. 1/3 trade, which is still solid, don't get me wrong. I think they've done that. I think Zora's done that because, you know, she knows that gold is valuable. Let's go all the way back up. Looks like it's daytime up there. That's always nice. It's always nice to come out of a cave and it's a nice bright sunny day. Kind of refreshes you a little bit. There's some coal over there. I would love to get that coal. Where are these? Bang. There we go. Plenty of coal. Excellent. Level 25. I was definitely wrong about the whole iron and gold not giving you experience unless you're past a certain level, by the way. So I do apologize for that. I thought it was that way, but it wasn't. I think that those ores only give you experience once you've smelted them, which, I mean, makes complete sense. Because finding them is much less impressive than getting them home and smelting them. That's kind of the challenge. Finding it and mining it is, yeah, that's still cool. But the ability to get it home and mine it, that's a different question altogether. See, I did die in my last mining run. I'm sure countless others have died during mining runs as well. As safe as you can make it, if you're prepared, it can also be dangerous. I'm going to go down this beautiful big staircase we've built, and that's excellent. It's going to take us straight home pretty much. And we're almost home. Did you notice how well those boots protected us when we fell? We fell from a pretty high drop. I'll be honest. When we broke that cobblestone block and we thought there was something underneath us and there wasn't. Do you remember that? We fell pretty high and we took maybe half a heart of damage, or like maybe 1 heart, I think it was. That's pretty cool. That's very impressive. They've done a lot to protect us, these boots, so I'm very happy that we found them. I don't even know where we found them, if I'm being honest. All that iron that we've mined. It's sensational. Redstone, silver, pretty much everything in there. Everything valuable we want to put in here for now. And let's hope we get enough experience to get to 30. We might as well use this cobbled deep slate. I'll at least put it down here. We haven't got a chest down here, have we? There's the next chest we can build down there. At the moment we keep putting chests down, but we don't do anything with the chests. It's not good. We just have a lot of storage. Well, it's good. We have a lot of free space, free storage space. We just don't do anything with the storage space because we haven't sorted everything out yet. So we'll put a nice spruce chest down here, and all the deep slate will go in there because this is like my deep slate dungeon down there. I quite like it. Anything cool in here? Nope. Hello, Dreamy. How are you, my lovely? Hello. Lily? Hi. Hello, gorgeous. You're hungry again, aren't you? She's a very hungry cat. She takes after her owner. I am a very hungry boy. I eat a lot of food, but I only eat once or twice a day. That's why I ate a lot of food. I ate a lot of food in one sitting. When you swim 2 or 3 kilometers, even more sometimes, and you rack up a big hunger, it's like it feels very satisfying to eat a nice big meal. And you kind of stay satiated or sated, whatever you want to say, for a very long time as well. So they go hand in hand. Good. I'm just in love with the way we've built this little lagoon area underwater. We can expand that even further out later on as well, when we add more names to the lovely people that leave lovely comments on our videos. It's going to take a while to smelt. I wonder if we enchant a fishing rod, if it gives us more experience when we fish, because that would be awesome. It'd be like a cycle where you basically enchant the fishing rod, use the fishing rod, and then the fishing rod gives you experience, which then lets you enchant another fishing rod. It's like a cycle, you know what I mean? Copper, silver. So copper goes in there, silver goes in there. I am praying that this is enough ores for us to level up to level 30. And from level 30, we can obviously then enchant our sword that's in that enchanting table. Let's take a little bit of a break here. As the sun goes down. Beautiful sunset. Thank you for being here with me. This is going to be a very long upload, and I'm doing that mainly for the people that have asked for it. One specific person who's wanted to use it to study. So thank you for being here, and I hope that this video does bring you what you need. And I think if you are studying for a few hours, it's always obviously necessary, depending on what you're studying for, of course. If you're just studying how to sit on a toilet, then, you know, that's a bit odd. But, you know, people that are studying for school or whatever it might be, that are studying for long periods of time, I do hope that this video helps you study. And please remember to take breaks when you're studying, because that's very important as well. That was my big flaw when I was studying. I wouldn't take breaks. And I'd get to like the 3rd hour of studying, especially when you're doing like a past paper. We used to call them past papers in high school, which is basically like you're taking a test from a previous year and you're doing it this year so that you're preparing for your, you know, it's very similar formats for the tests. And when I would do past papers 3 hours into it, because some of them do go for 3-4 hours, the exams. 3 hours into the past paper, I would just be like, bleh, like what am I even talking about? Especially if I was doing mathematics, I'd be like doing an equation, I'd be like, double checking, triple checking, because at that point your brain is just like so tired. It's like, can we please not do this anymore? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Expand this a little bit this way. No real reason for doing this at the moment. I just want to sort of have a bit more space up here. And we could even do something with this. Look at how nice that looks now. We've got kind of a view of the other side of the lake. It does feel a bit claustrophobic, doesn't it? And I kind of want to redo this part as well, this pillar. But we'll worry about that later. This looks a lot better now, it's a lot more open. We could probably even go in this direction. as well and just build a bit more this way because I don't want it to look so symmetrical. Leave that little dirt pillar there. Excellent. I don't want the shovel to break. Oh, never mind, it's not enchanted. In that case, it doesn't really matter if it breaks. Because when it's not enchanted, repairing the shovel costs more than making a new one anyway. So you might as well just let it break. The only time I think repairing an actual tool is worth it is if the, oh, come on, please tell me we have it. Is if the tool is enchanted. Because then you want to try to save the enchantments, you know? Is there anything else we can smelt up here? Anything at all? Because we're cutting it very close. But we're not going to quite get to 30, I don't think. Hoping that we do. There is a chance we don't. 36 copper in there. We can chuck the rest of the copper in there. So it's another stack. And we'll smelt the rest of the gold. Beautiful. Hello there. Yellow eye on that turtle. We try our luck. Let's mine in this direction. See if we can find, I don't know, a cave or something. You never know. Maybe just even some coal. If we can find some coal in this direction, it'd be cool too. Normally if we press M we can sort of see the cave networks. There's a couple around there. A few up there as well. It's a big granite area, isn't it? There we go, there's some copper, you see. That's excellent. All of the stone makes me think there might be an actual cave down here. See if we keep going down, if we can find a cave of some sort. Maybe in this direction. It looks like we can go in this direction, maybe find something. Beautiful. Please give me something. Iron, copper, coal, anything at this point. Just a little bit more XP. Guess we're getting a bit unlucky. Oh, I was just about to stop, by the way. That's crazy. I was like just about to stop and give up. It's like that, you know that image of that guy mining? And he's like 2 hits away from the diamonds. It's like a very famous image, I don't know where it's from. He's like 2 hits away from the diamonds or something. And he gives up. And if he had just endured for, you know, a little bit longer, he would have gotten there. It's kind of like the don't give up mentality. Anyway, let's go back up. It would be awesome if I had a little cave entrance inside our house. We didn't have to worry about going too far. Wow, we got another stack of copper, pretty much, which is fantastic. Let's chuck that in. It's raining. Beautiful. Oh, never mind. I think we have more than enough XP. Beautiful. Okay, everybody. We've got our looting sword now. Look at that. Unbreaking 3, looting 2, and knockback 2. That's fantastic. That's really, really cool. We will use that sword to get some more leather, then head back into the mines, and then we will use that leather with some paper to make a bunch more books from one of the traders, and then we can fill up the rest of these bookshelves. But, unfortunately, that will be the end of this episode. We have achieved quite a few things this episode. We did a lot of mining mainly, but the fact that we got this beautiful sword, I'm very happy. So thank you very, very much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope that this video helped you. For those of you who are already asleep, I hope you're having very nice dreams. I will see you all in the next episode. Dream on, my friend.